Hey there, what's up you guys? It's me, your boy JD, and welcome back to the channel. And it is our very first performance review for the year of 2026. And I am excited because for this particular video, we are going to be doing a performance review on the most anticipated sneaker from World Balance, which is the ST3 Low Ignite. So alright, before we begin, I'd like to invite you guys to please do subscribe to the channel and of course leave a like and share this with your friends who are interested in knowing more about the Scotty Thompson line. Okay, so first off, of course, we are going to be talking about the box. The box is very prestige. Napakaganda ng box niya. I like the marketing aspect, the presentation of the box in itself because that gives Scotty Thompson or World Balance's top athlete a sense of importance. You know, it gives them like, Scotty Thompson is our signature athlete and he deserves the best. And that's why I like the presentation of the box, as you guys can see on the clip as well. So yeah, so for the box, it's just this yellow, red, and black colorway, and it's also a pull-out box like this one. So yeah, napo-pull out siya for that one. And inside the box, you've got the pamphlet that has the details of the sneaker, so everything about it. And alongside, you've got that, actually nakasama to sa shoe, pero meron tayo ng keychain na nag-vary ng color. It varies in color per colorway that you guys are gonna get. So for that one, and then of course inside the sneaker, inside is the World Balance paper bag, and of course the paper, sorry, not paper bag, paper pala, and yeah, so here it is. This is the World Balance ST3 Low Ignite. So it's starting off with the traction. Actually, we can proceed directly na sa traction and cushioning setup because it's the same setup that they used for the ST3 highs or the ST3 mids, whatever you guys want to call it, but the ST3 highs basically. So they use the same outsole, which is the Sonic Grip, which is a radial pattern that covers you in pretty much any direction that you want to go to. So you're pretty covered sa mga step backs, lateral movements, your Euro steps, jab steps, all of those, it's pretty much got you covered. So in terms of the bite, it bites pretty well. So you really feel like you're locked and secure with on the court, hindi ka talaga madudulas. So that's one thing that I like about the sneaker. Also, another particular thing that I like about it is that it's not a dust collector. So yeah. Now moving up to the cushioning setup. So for the cushioning setup, like what I mentioned, the same lang sila nang ginamit sa ST3 High. So they're using the S-Ride foam for this one. So for the for the S-Ride foam, so if you want a detailed review about that, you guys can catch my previous review of the ST3 highs. But just to sum it up real quick, the S-Ride foam is actually a much more low to the ground, but at the same time an impact protection kind of cushioning setup. There's a moderate explosiveness, pero more on impact protection ang binibigay ng S-Ride foam. So as you guys can see on the clip, meron siyang creases agad-agad. So literally guys, this is just from one game, nagkaroon na ako agad ng creases. So that means that it requires little to no break-in time at all. So yun. So for the key difference between the ST3 highs and the ST3 lows, you will definitely see it once you have the shoe in person. Makikita mo siya sa difference ng materials na ginamit nila dito sa upper. So sa upper part, it reminds me a lot of the key differences between the AE1 mids and the AE1 lows. So I actually have both of those sneakers. Give me a minute, I will show you guys the key difference for that one. So for the AE1s and the ST3s, the reason why I see the difference, the comparison and the difference for these two is because, as you guys can see on the AE1 mids, the tongue is not as fully exposed here. So for that one, and the ST3 highs is pretty much like that. And then at the same time for the AE1 lows, which is pretty much similar to the setup for this one, the tongue is fully exposed siya. Exposed siya until this part of your foot. So for that one, so yun yung differences na nakita ko, comparison in terms of key differences ng ST3 High and ng ST3 Lows for that one. So again, the materials are very, very different for this one because the uppers material of the ST3 High is literally 2 layers of very thin breathable mesh that they used for that one, and then it has a sock-like material, and then the lace loops are these yarn-like materials, as you guys can see on the clip for that one. So yun yung key differences nilang dalawa, no? Tapos for this one, for the ST3 Lows, what they used is actually, if you guys have the pamphlet, you guys can read it here. It's using an engineered mesh that has some TPU wirings that will allow for more containment and support as well. So for this one, it feels more like a yarn-like material, yung feeling niya, compared to the ST3 Highs, which uses a mesh-like materials for this one. And then for the lace loops, it goes through this fuse-like material that has some details on it. Very, very nice details as well. So for that one, and then for this time around, the ST3 Lows actually has a tongue. So sa ST3 Highs kasi ginamit lang nila yung sock-like material, so nandun na rin agad yung you don't have a tongue, so you just slip inside the sneaker. So that's pretty much it. But for this one, you have a tongue, a traditional tongue, which I also really, really like. Because the shoe is not that breathable because of the mesh materials that they used for this one. Light, yes. Moldable, yes. Pero, may pagka-tight knit yung pagkagawa ng materials niya. So, it's not as breathable as the ST3 Highs. But, because of the ventilation holes that you guys will see on the tongue materials, which reminds me of the Kobe 5 and the Kobe 6 torch system, it gives you this breathability that's pretty much amazing. And then the tongue is padded as well para hindi ka, so that when you yank on your laces, hindi ka magkakaroon ng lace irritation for this one. So yeah. So that pretty much takes care of it for the key differences between the ST3 Highs and the ST3 Lows. Ang pinaka-difference lang talaga nila is the uppers material that they use for that one. So because of that, honestly, what I felt like the ST3 Low surprisingly felt a tiny bit heavier than the ST3 Highs. And this required probably one full game for it to break in and for me to feel that the shoe can actually be, you know, can be soft, the materials will break in and everything, so hindi na siya ganun kabigat. So it took me one game para mag-break in tong sneaker na to. Anyway, so yeah, so yun lang talaga yung key differences nila guys. So it is a little bit, for me, in my personal opinion, it feels a little bit heavier than the ST3 Highs. So yeah. So anyways guys, one particular thing about the ST3 Lows is that it actually feels a low to mid top kind of sneaker. So it doesn't really feel low to mid top. It doesn't necessarily feel like a real low top like a Kobe or even the Peak Tai Chi. So if you guys want to catch a performance review, video is going to be up there. So if you compare these two just side by side, you would see that the ST3 Lows is a little bit higher than the Peak Tai Chis, because the Peak Tai Chis is really a low cut sneaker for this one. Pero the good thing about this is it reminds me a lot of the Devin Bookers. So a lot of people, when they see the Devin Bookers, they would immediately think na the Devin Bookers, they're mid cuts, the Devin Bookers, they're high cuts. If you own a pair of the Devin Bookers, or if you guys are interested in a Devin Booker one, I'm telling you right now, the Devin Booker one is not a high top. It is a low to mid top sneaker because your ankle bone or your malleolus is sitting literally just on top of this one. Dito lang. So nandito siya. So yun. I would definitely say that I like how low the ST3 Low is, this particular model, because it still gives me a feeling of ankle restriction, but at the same time it gives me a lot of ankle mobility as well. So yeah. So another feature that they do have within the sneaker, as you guys can see on the clip, is that it actually has a cow tongue. So for other brands, they say cat's tongue. So it's basically when you go inside the shoe, it's very, very smooth, but when you're going out of the sneaker, you feel that rough like material that prevents heel slippage. So I like that feature kasi syempre sa ST3 highs di mo naman kailangan yun because again, you're pretty much secure within that sneaker. But for this one, just to prevent a little bit, just to provide extra support for you guys, they added that cow tongue like material there as well. Anyways guys, my final thoughts on the ST3 Lows. Again, like what I mentioned, similar siya sa Devin Booker's. But I'm hoping, since it's been 3 models and they've been using the same, pretty much the same setup in terms of the technology, I'm hoping that when it comes to the ST4s, mag-release sila ng bagong tech because World Balance actually has a nitrogen-based foam now, but they're only using it in their running shoes, which is the Zen Speed. So if you guys are interested in that one, you can check it out on their website. Pero it is a nitrogen-injected foam, so that also has a carbon fiber shank plate. So I'm hoping that when they release the ST4s, probably next year or next year, I don't know when, I'm hoping that they can implement some of the nitrogen-based foam with the S-Ride because I'm gonna be pretty much excited about that because a lot of companies are using nitrogen-based foam for their cushioning setup. So yeah. So anyways guys, that pretty much takes care of it for my thoughts on the ST3 Lows. If you guys are interested in copying a pair of this one, you guys can check out the link in the description box or you guys can check it in store. Pero dalian nyo because mabilis talaga siyang maubos, mabilis magkaubusan ng stock nito. So yeah. So yeah guys, yun lang. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. And yeah. If you've played in the ST3 Lows, let me know down in the comment sections down below. Pag-usapan natin, how was your experience? Are you waiting for new colorways? Or are you know, do you prefer other basketball shoes other than the ST3 Lows? But if you guys have any questions about this particular sneaker, go ahead, comment it. I will respond to you guys as soon as I can. Anyways guys, that pretty much takes care of it. This was your boy JD, and I'll see you on the next episode.